Hey guys, hope you guys had a great full moon and happy 4th of July. Hope you guys are being safe and responsible and having a good time. That's a huge must. This is the aftermath of the before video about the cursed man. I went in there, basically did a clockwise of sage to each room, to each area. And it was pretty nice. It needed, that house needed a sage, and it needs another one and another one. So I told him I want to go back, to his place around the full moon again and start fixing stuff up. I want to start building up this guy. And this is after I saged him and saged everything, and then when I came home I saged myself and blah 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 blah. But after I saged his house, cleanse it, I did my protection ointment to each corner of each doorway to kind of stop everything to protect. And after that, it's on the next full moon I want to come over and actually really do his house and protection, period. I want to start fixing up really heavy duty protection spells, some of the stuff that I personally use in my house. So that was really, really, really amazing. When I was telling him, he's like, I don't have money. I can't afford you. And you remember how I said about the previous videos that I wouldn't accept anything more than $40. I really don't want his money. I really don't. I still don't. There's nothing about... And it doesn't make sense. Like how I was telling him, I was like, does that make sense? I'm here. I'm cleansing your house. I'm going to cast certain protection spells. I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to help build you up, back to balance. Pretty much is what I was telling him. And then I want money afterwards, after I'm trying to help build up your money. That doesn't make sense. It's kind of like, taking his money for it again. And I don't want to that. So he was kind of shocked when I said, no, I don't want your money. I don't need your money. And he's like, ugh. He's like, but you have an expensive cell phone, you have nice clothes, you have this, and I can't afford you. You're too expensive. I'm like, I don't want your money. I don't need money. I was like, if you really feel like you need to get back to me, you should, make me a meal. Make me something, if that's the case. But other than that, no, I don't need your money and everything. And my friend, she's really cool. Marcella, if you're watching, hello. She's pretty cool because she's explained to him in Espanol, certain things that you need to do. So basically, when I did that over there, it's like, I'm not going to come over here, I'm not going to help you, and you're not going to help me. We're a team here. We're going to work as a team. I'm not going to go into your house and try to help build your house, and you just rely on me, like purely on me. I mean, you have to help too. And he looked at me, he's like, what do you need help with? And I'm like, you need to be on a higher vibration, a higher level. When you go into that shower before you get up, or when you get up and you walk, whatever you go, some people walk into the kitchen. It's like, wherever you go, you need to have that 5 minutes, that 5 minute silence of just reflecting yourself that you made it one day. And he's a diabetic, so so I was like, you need to respect your diet, you need to respect yourself, you need to respect everyone, and I'm not saying that you are disrespectful and you're just a butthead, but I'm just saying that you need to start thinking things differently with people, and if you get in arguments, step back, take a breather, walk away from the situation if it's a must, evacuate the room if that's the key. I said, we need to quit feeding into this negative energy, because what really come down to is I think he was placed under a curse or a hex, and right now it's just only him that's keeping it alive. Like, he really believes someone else is doing it. I think he was just told that he was going to get it, or he did really get something placed upon him. I mean, I really don't give a shit which way. But I think him being such a curious character of who did it, and that he keeps continuously, everything that befalls on him is a curse. Everything that something bad happens, it's the curse. And I think he's feeding it into himself, and now it's becoming a self-inflicted curse. And if you guys haven't never came across those people, you will eventually. For being a practitioner, you really is going to cross someone who's going to be like, well, someone cursed me, and I feel like this and everything, blah, 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 and you'll feel the pettiness. Believe me, you'll hear it and feel the pettiness. And when that comes around, that's when it starts sounding like, well, now they just set their eggs and everything, and you're just, you're holding the eggs, you're sitting on it, and you're going to let it hatch, and then you're going to let this shit come befall you. And now it's becoming just you. Now you're the one who's cursing yourself. It's self-inflicted. And it's kind of psychological in a way. It's just basic things that was placed on him. The thing is that I told him after we did this ritual, I was like, you need to watch out who you take, who you accept gifts from. You need to be on guard on who's who. And as I was cleaning his house, I saw an altar for, Jesus. That's what he called him. And I was like, you need to call into whoever deities that you believe in, like whatever power you think, and it was pretty cool. And after we did the ritual and whatnot, and he asked me like, I can't afford you and everything. He's like, why do you do this? What? The way how he said it sounded like he was being a smartass. He's like, why are you doing this? Like, who's making you do this? Like, why? What do you get out of it? And after that day, I left his house. I truly, honestly came home and I was like, holy shit, this guy is like, broken. His family is somewhat broken, and they're looking at me for salvation. They're looking at me for something, and it's kind of makes me kind of like startled. But I told him, I was like, when I left, I felt really, really not sorry. I don't feel pity for you. But I felt very like, I can't. This is something. I have to help him. It's not like I was saying it's my new calling. It's just that being a witch, you have a title. You have something to carry with you. You have to respect other people, and you have to respect the situation and this person, and you can't just walk away from it. And he had a totally down point of view on people who practice stuff like pretty much witchcraft. He pretty much said that, and he had a different perspective on it. He had a negative view to it, and I'm trying to flip that side over where he doesn't have a negative view. So I just told him that I'm going to come here next month, and if it's going to take me 3 months, it's going to take me 3 months. It's going to take me 6 months, 6 months. If it's going to take me a year, it's going to take me a year. I want to work with you. I want to help build you, and I want to make sure you're happy. I want to make sure, everyone gets along and everyone is in right houses, because I don't need you, I don't want to leave and you're broken and then you just feel like you've been used and abused. I want to help you, and I want to help remove this. And by me saying that, I'm setting eggs on his head, setting these little mind traps where I'm trying to dissolve all those crappy ones that he's thinking of himself, like the self-inflicted curse in a way. So that, and I came home and I did a little small Esbot. I had a very bad headache, a bad stomachache. I cleansed myself, I cleansed my best friend, Marcella, and I cleansed her mom, because she was very curious on what it is. It was an easy snap, 30-minute thing, and so I want to go back there and I want to start gardening some more stuff up and giving them some good mojo, if you know what I mean. But then, till then, guys, enjoy, and thank you for subscribing. To all you newbies, I saw it. I would say, and eventually message you guys, but mostly I look at my phone on YouTube, on my phone, and it's really difficult, or it's a long process to go back and forth and say, hey, look at this. Look at that. Thank you for subscribing. Look at that. It's a long process. So I might as well just tell it all together on video. Thank you, guys. Until then, I want to keep this video kind of under 10 minutes. I want to be respectful to you guys. Have a safe 4th of July, and don't do drugs. And if you do, please keep it to yourself. Till then, guys, let's be. Love you.